Hey guys, what is going on? It's Mark from Modern Tech, and today I'm going to do something that's been on the agenda for God knows how long. Last year I posted a Pokemon Luminescent video tutorial, and to this day I keep getting messages about this video, people asking me to do the Steam Deck tutorial. In that video I did say I will do a tutorial on how to install it on the Steam Deck. However, at that time it proven quite difficult on Yuzu and I just couldn't get it working on Yuzu. But now Yuzu is unfortunately not really a thing. There's older versions of it, but there's no newer versions of Yuzu. So I had to use the alternative emulator, Ryjinx or Ryjinx, I can't say, we're going to call it Ryjinx, I'm going to stick to that. Luckily, if you have all the files, it's super straightforward. I will not provide any files for this. Please obtain your copy of Brilliant Diamond legally. Make sure you have one of these and you extract your own ROMs. And for any update files, you will have to obtain them yourself. Now for this tutorial, I'm not going to show you how to install EMU Deck. I'm going to just assume that you've already got EMU Deck installed with Ryjinx emulator installed. I'm going to merely show you how to add the game and the files to the actual emulator to get it up and running. Okay, so here we are at the Steam Deck. The first thing you want to do is obviously hold the power button and switch to desktop mode. Now that we're on the Steam Deck, I have to assume that you've got EMU Deck installed and you have Ryjinx installed. This isn't a tutorial on how to install that emulator, so you'll have to look that up elsewhere. I do have an EMU Deck installation video up a while ago, and to get all the files for the Pokemon Luminescent, the main thing you need from the Nexus mod site is the Pokemon Luminescence mod from the Nexus mod site. That's the only place it is posted. I will leave that in the description. So for me, I have all the files already previously installed on my computer, and I currently have an external hard drive plugged in to my Steam Deck using the Steam Deck dock. You can download these directly on your Steam Deck, but I don't want to go through the hassle of going through Nexus mods and stuff when I already have the files, so I'm just going to drag them onto my Steam Deck. So here's my Pokemon Luminescent folder. So I have the game file. So with the game file, I'm going to put the game file in my games folder. In order to do that, I want to open up a new tab and I want to locate where I saved my EMU Deck installation file. So for me, I did mine on my SD card, which is here, and I'll go into my emulation folder, and then there is ROM. So in here I should have Switch ROMs somewhere. So there you go, there is my Switch ROMs folder, and as you can see I have two games. Well, I have one game, it's the same game with just two files for some reason. But I have Red Dead Redemption there, and this is where I want to open up my games folder, and I've got my Brilliant Diamond ROM, and this is 4.3 gig, and I'm gonna drag this over there. Now with the ROMs, I want you to legally attain them and extract your own ROMs. I own this game, so please don't ask me where to get ROMs from, because I extracted my own, and I want to copy it here. Just for a little tip while we're waiting, sometimes your screen does go blank when you're on this mode, but on the later updates you can just easily do it by clicking on the battery settings. You want to click manually block sleeping and screen lock. Just do that, and then your screen's not going to just close off while it's extracting a file or whatever, because sometimes they take a few minutes. You don't want it to turn off after like a minute or two. So I have my ROM there, and I'm going to make a little update folder. I'm just going to put it on my desktop for now. Create new folder. I'm just going to call this Switch Updates. So this is where I'm going to put my game update in there. Now for this mod, it is important that you do have update file 1.3. I will not be linking you to that, and you'll have to search around for that yourself. I'm going to drag that into my update folder for now. I'm going to copy here. Right, and while that is currently done, so I have my Switch game in my ROMs folder and I have my updates in a separate folder. I want to go to Ryjinx. I'll search it in and I'm going to click there. I believe that's the one, the Ryjinx binary. Do you want to update to the latest version? For the sake of the video, I'm just going to click no. So here we are, there is the game. I want to click on the game, I want to right click it, and I want to click manage title updates. It says no updates. I'm going to add an update, so I'm going to click add, and from my desktop, there it is, Switch updates, And I'm going to click on it, and I'm going to click open, because this is my update file. You can see it looks the same as the game file. However, this is only 2.6 gig, where the game was 4.2 or 4.6, I can't remember exactly. But I'm going to click on that, I'm going to click open, and then version 1.30, save. There you go. So as you can see there, version 1.30, the game now has it. So at this point, we simply have the game showing in the emulator by putting it into the ROMs folder, and we have got the game on the right version that we need. Now we need to add the actual mod. So I'm going to minimize that for a second, and I'm going to drag the mod onto my Steam Deck. Like if you downloaded it, it'll be in your downloads folder most likely, but I am using an external SSD, so this is how I'm dragging it on. So I'm going to go into my Switch updates folder, and I'm going to make another folder next to that. In fact, I'm not even going to make a folder because I already have a folder here, so I'm going to drag the whole folder. I'm going to right click and click copy, and I'm going to right click and click paste one folder. So there you go, it's dragging it all onto there. So this is my Pokemon Luminescent mod. At this point, I shouldn't really need my SSD at all now, so I'm going to minimize that. So I dragged in my mod file, so I'm going to click on my mod file. I'm going to extract it here. So I'm going to right click it, and I'm going to click, well, I'm going to left trigger click it, and I'm going to click extract to here. Extract archive here. I'm going to give that a second to do. Extract finished. I'm going to go back to Ryjinx. I'm going to press the left trigger to open up the settings, and I will go to manage mods, and I'm going to click add because I'm going to add a mod. And this is where we go back to my desktop. This is where I saved it. Expand that, switch game updates, that's where I saved the folder. Luminescent mod file, Lumi 2.0, that's the mod file that we downloaded from Nexus mods. That is the official Pokemon Luminescent file. I'm going to click OK. And there you go, Lumi 2.0, and we're going to click save. Now what I'm going to do here, I'm going to boot up the game, and I'm going to see if it works. Bear in mind, this only works with Brilliant Diamond, it doesn't work with the Pearl version, so bear that in mind. If you want a more detailed explanation on how to get the mod files from Nexus file, I do have my older video which is on the PC, so it makes it a lot easier, so you can go check that bit out. But the steps are really simple, straightforward. Now for me, as you can see, the game is up, but I can't do anything at this point because my controller setup is through EMU deck, and it'll work on the Steam interface, where this I booted it up just to test the game. It's not on the Steam interface. So the only solution I have right now is to restart my Steam Deck. Oh no, I can actually exit Ryjinx, so I'm just going to do that. Alright, so that is exited. Now at this point we want the game to look pretty on our main Steam Deck, so I'm going to go to Google, open up Firefox, I'm going to type in Google. Yes, I am one of them people who type in Google. I know most people don't do it these days, but I do it and I can't help it. I'm going to go to Google and I want to type in Pokemon Luminescent. I want to try and find a nice artwork. And I'd say that one probably looks the best as the game cover art. There you go, Reddit post, left click, save image as, yay, JPEG. So this is where I save all my game artwork, so I'm just going to call it PKM Lumi, just to make things a little bit easier for when I find it. And that was a JPEG. I'm going to close that off, and then we want to open up EMU deck, and we want to go to Steam ROM Manager, and I'm going to click yes. This is basically saying it's going to close off Steam and stuff. Luckily we don't need Steam open at the moment. And then we are going to go here, so add games, parse. I'm going to make it bigger so I can see it, and chances are it will probably have already put the Brilliant Diamond artwork on there. But what I want to do, I want to click upload, and I want to upload my picture that I've just downloaded. Oh, there it is, PKM JPEG, and click open, and there you go, look at that, fits in well. If you want to change the name of it, you kind of really need an on-screen keyboard, or sorry, you need to have your keyboard plugged in, but because it closes Steam, we can't access the Steam keyboard. But to do that anyway, you click Fix, and then you would type in the name there, and you'd want to call it Pokemon Luminescent Platinum. But here I'm just going to click Cancel, and we've got it on Steam. So I'm going to click Save to Steam, and there you go. I have the game now saved to Steam. I'm going to close it off, and we are going to switch back to gaming mode to see if it all works. So here we are back in the Steam Deck. I'm going to go to my library. I'm going to go to collections, and it should say Nintendo Switch somewhere here. Am I blind? There it is. Nintendo Switch Jinx. And there it is. There is my Pokemon Luminescent Platinum. I'm going to click on it. Pokemon Brilliant Diamond. Yep. Let's boot it up and hope for the best. And there you go, it's got the characters in the corners, so the game is loading up. And now my controls work as normal. Well, here we go, the game is working. If this video helped you in any way, please give us a like, subscribe, comment, do all that. It really does help me on the algorithms. It's Mark from Modern Tech. Thanks for watching.